Whatever not you better knuckle up, cause the world is cold, but I'm on to love, cause the world is cold.
Yo. Oh my God. Let me tell y'all something, man. Bro, what happened at Survivor Series last night definitely took the roof off by storm. We got the return of Randy Orton, because I never expect that he will never wrestle again. And then most importantly, you got the great and the best in the world, CM Punk. Y'all, I can't even tell you. I'm definitely still speechless of what happened last night. Like, when the men's War Games was over, I thought that was it. But no. When CM Punk's music hit, no one, and I mean nobody, was not expecting for him to show up. I wasn't expecting him to show up. But when his music hit, I was just like, they're live in Chicago. I was just like, there's no way that he's showing up. There's no way. There's really no way that he's really showing up. And he came out and the crowd went insane. They went beloved and off the roof. The crowd went crazy when they saw him. Went absolutely insane. I was not expecting for him to come back to WWE, but he actually did. Triple H actually made an agreement with CM Punk backstage during the show. I was not expecting this, y'all. I really was not expecting CM Punk will come back tonight, because for the last couple of weeks or so, there has been rumors going around online, and there's been teases going around of CM Punk chants and mentioning the teases of what's been if CM Punk does return at Survivor Series. But oh my God, I got like a lot of things I got to talk about on the show, because the show, in my opinion, especially that ending, was definitely Randy Orton and CM Punk returning. Had like the two huge reactions out of last night. So I'm definitely gonna get into Survivor Series War Games. So let's get straight into this. So the women's War Games match. Team Bianca, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi Blackheart, and Becky Lynch taking on Damage Control. Bailey, Asuka, Io Sky, Kairi Sane. I will tell you, the women's War Games match was kind of good. You know, in my opinion, I thought last year's War Games for the women was definitely great. Here, you got like women just going at each other. Like, I really wish the women's division was like this more on a weekly basis. I really wish it was. But there was definitely some cool spots in this match. That Io Sky went on the top of the cage and had the trash can over her head and actually did a dive. And then Charlotte did the moonsault. And Becky Lynch did the manhandle slam, known as the rock bottom, on Bailey through the table. And Bianca's team wins War Games. So I don't even know the match was actually pretty good, even though I didn't really watch all of it because last night I was trying to watch it and I was kind of like having some live stream problems, so on the website, so I was trying to keep up with the most of the show as I can. So honestly, it was definitely the live streams I try to watch online. It was getting on my nerves. So hopefully, I will try to purchase Peacock to watch the show better instead of watching it on the internet because honestly, it's dropped. Honestly, if it keeps stopping every 5 to 15 to 20 minutes, I was not gonna watch Survivor Series, but I watched it though. I kept watching the show as much as I can, but overall, all these women, in my opinion, definitely did great in this match. So I definitely gotta give them their props for that. Next match is Gunther versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. I will say that The Miz actually did good in this match with Gunther. And the reason why I say that, even though I'll say this about The Miz, even though he's not really the best in the ring, but I could definitely respect the promos that he definitely puts out. He's definitely the best on the mic. But in this match here, people was actually believing that Miz was gonna win. I knew that. I already know that the Miz was not gonna win until like people were so in belief that he was gonna win, but he actually did good in this match against Gunther. The match was decent, but during the match, honestly, so Gunther tried to put The Miz in a chokehold, and somehow The Miz removed the exposed turnbuckle pad, and Gunther apparently went into exposed turnbuckle, but he recovered, and The Miz hit the skull crusher finale, and everybody was expecting for him to win, but he kicked out, and then he hits the dropkick to the corner. Gunther hit the dropkick to the corner to The Miz, and afterwards he puts The Miz in the Boston Crab, and The Miz is trying to grab the ropes, and he's trying to reach as much as he can, like he's trying to reach it, and Gunther trying to move him away, and he put the knee on his back, and he actually made Miz tap out, and Gunther still remains as your Intercontinental Champion. Like I said, the match was actually good, but it was decent. I was just thinking of this too as I'm watching this match. I think in my mind that Gunther should be the one to win the Royal Rumble. And honestly, I don't know about that. I don't know if he should win the Royal Rumble. Because if he does win the Royal Rumble, because since he's been Intercontinental Champion for a long time, how about if he holds the Intercontinental title towards WrestleMania, and he can have the Intercontinental and the World Heavyweight Championship if he does choose Seth Rollins to be his opponent for WrestleMania. Now that's something I would love to see, but I feel like Gunther did so much with this Intercontinental title for like the majority of the year. I feel like it's just time to drop it. Now, people has been saying that Chad Gable or Sheamus should beat Gunther. Now, with Chad Gable, even though he had a match against Gunther like a month back on Monday Night Raw, he did have a good match against Gunther. If he does challenge him again, then it has to be at the Royal Rumble or the Elimination Chamber where Chad Gable could beat him, or Sheamus. That's another person, but Sheamus is on SmackDown. So it has to be Chad Gable to beat Gunther for the IC belt. We don't even know. You don't even know. I don't even know how that's gonna happen. But hopefully, somewhere down next year, hopefully it is Chad Gable. Hopefully he gets some kind of push with the Intercontinental title and have like several title defenses. I think he will be a great Intercontinental champion. All the hard work he has done, I think he will have a good run with that title. Next, Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee. This match was definitely. I tried to watch through it, but like I said, I was having some live stream problems. But I already knew the winner was going to be Santos Escobar, even though Carlito was supposed to be facing Santos. He ended up getting injured last Friday, and he was replaced by Dragon Lee. So Dragon Lee and Santos had a match. It only lasted about 7 minutes. So Santos hit this finisher on Dragon Lee, and that was it. I mean, I didn't really watch like half of the match of what was going on, so I tried to keep up with it. But overall, Santos Escobar took the W here. I'm glad that he took the W. And I'm glad that he turned heel 2 weeks ago and betrays the LWO faction. So, LWO is a faction no more. So, LWO is a faction anymore. I don't think it is. I feel like Santos is definitely going to have a good heel run. So hopefully, I'd love to see what they will do with him next. And his heel work right now is actually phenomenal to me. Like, he's definitely getting some great heel heat from like last Friday, from 2 weeks ago when he attacked Rey Mysterio. I think he's gonna do well as a heel. Next is Rhea Ripley versus Zoey Stark for the Women's World Championship. I knew that Rhea Ripley was gonna be Zoey Stark, even though I haven't really been following what's been going on with this feud, but I tried to keep up with it as much as I can, but so nothing much really happened other than Rhea pins Zoey Stark with the riptide and still retains. But Rhea Ripley in another match that she was involved in, I'm definitely going to talk about that in a minute. But the final match of the evening is the men's Wargames match. Team Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Randy Orton, The Judgment Day, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and JD McDonough of Judgment Day. I will tell you, this man's Wargames match was absolutely crazy, insane. Oh my God, there was a lot of things going on here. Like, there was just so much objects being thrown around. You got tables, chairs, everything. Everything these guys have brought to the ring. And then there was a lot of cool moments in here. especially when Team Cody did not have a fifth member, because people knew it was going to be Randy Orton. I knew in my mind it was going to be Randy Orton. When they played his music, I have voices in my head. He got the most loudest pop when he came out. People went crazy when Randy Orton came out. And when he got into the ring, the first person that he went up against was Dominic. Mostly all Judgment Day. Like, oh my God. Especially, there was one spot in the match that Randy Orton was going to do an RKO on Jimmy Uso. And Jay Uso is definitely the most over. He's definitely over. Same as Seth Rollins, same as Cody, same as Sammy. Four of those guys they're so over. That's like the four main baby faces on Raw. So yes, Jay Uso is definitely over without Roman, Solo, and Jimmy on their side. He's doing his own thing. And I actually like Jimmy doing his own thing as he creating his own catchphrases and everything that he's doing with the crowd. I'm loving it. But there was a moment in the spot that Randy Orton was actually going to hit the RKO on Jay Uso. And I'm pretty sure like one day that Randy is going to hit the RKO on him, because both of them have history when Jay was the day when he was the part of the bloodline, and Randy Orton was tag teaming with Matt Riddle, even though he's not in WWE no more. But there was some intention between the two. But overall, this match was insane. And everybody was hitting their finishers on each other, especially when Seth Rollins and Sammy was about to catch JD McDonough on the top of the cage. They threw him to Randy Orton for the RKO, and everybody hitting their finishers. Like Sammy was hitting the Haluva Kid. I think Seth was hit like the curl stomp or the pedigree or something like that. And then Cody hit the crossroads, and Team Cody wins War Games. And one thing I do have to bring up, that Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes' dad, actually made War Games, with something I did not even know about, that Dusty Rhodes, the late and the great legend, the Hall of Famer Dusty Rhodes, actually created War Games. And Cody was like the first ones to win War Games. And the whole Team Cody definitely needed this win. They definitely needed this. Overall, the match was outrageously great. There's like so much a bit storytelling there with Randy Orton and Jay Uso. And if Randy does turn on Cody, I even said this before, that if Randy does turn on Cody, that's definitely a match that I love to see, because Cody and Randy has history over each other back in the day. They definitely have history with the group of Legacy, the Legacy faction. They definitely have history, so I would love to see them feud each other. And afterwards, the show is about to go off the air, and you will think that the show is over, right? No, it's not over. When you hear Culture Personality, bro, like I said at the beginning of the video, when they play CM Punk's music, I was not expecting him to show up, and he actually did, and Triple H actually made an agreement to Punk. I couldn't even believe that he showed up, and like he actually showed up at like before the show was even over. Even the crowd popped for him. They popped off the roof for him. That major pop that he got. Him and Randy had like the most biggest pop of the night at Survivor Series. It was crazy. The crowd went crazy when they saw him. Oh my God, bro. There is so much things that CM Punk can definitely work with now since he's back. And also, when the show went off the air, there was like an unseen clip of Seth Rollins going off on CM Punk as CM Punk was on the stage entrance. Like he was like flipping him off, like he was about to attack him. Like Seth was like legitimately pissed off that CM Punk that he's here, bro. He was about to go crazy. Like he was legitimately pissed that he wanted to attack him so bad that everybody that was going like in front of him trying to back Seth up because this is not the best. Come on, Seth. Like this is not the best time to do this right now. Let CM Punk have his moment. And you know what? I don't. There is some tension with CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Even though I don't know like the backstory of it, but it was very, and I mean very, personal between those two. I'm glad to say that should be a match at WrestleMania next year at Philadelphia. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's your view right there, Seth. CM Punk. You may not like CM Punk. People around the world may love and hate CM Punk, but at the end of the day, CM Punk is like just like everybody else is. He is a human being. He is a wrestler, just like every wrestler in the locker room is. He's just like one of y'all. But man, there's a lot of matches that CM Punk can have, bro. He can have a match with Roman Reigns if he goes to SmackDown. He can have a match against Seth Rollins if he goes to Raw. I mean, there's so many options here that he could do with himself. So honestly, bro, CM Punk coming back to WWE was the best option for him. I mean, like, where else he gonna go besides the place that he's been having his career and the build memories out? I mean, where else he's gonna go? He can't go back to AEW. He can't go to any other wrestling promotion. WWE is the place for him. And I'm glad that he's came back. And I definitely hope they take somewhere with CM Punk. Hopefully build him to a feud against Seth Rollins towards WrestleMania. Because I'm pretty sure that Seth is probably not the biggest fan of CM Punk, but there is some attention there that I do not know about. And I gotta do some research on CM Punk leaving WWE back in 2014, which I know, but I gotta find out the reason of why he left. I gotta do research about that whole incident. But Man, overall, man, like this ending with War Games has been great. With Randy coming back, CM Punk coming back, like WWE is gonna make a huge big change since Vince is not around, and I hope and pray that Vince McMahon does not come back for good this time. Since Triple H has got full control again with WWE, and he can get back on track with the storytelling of these stars and trying to build characters and trying to figure out what is the landscape for WWE, where it's supposed to be at. So hopefully Triple H keeps it going with no bullshit issue with Vince, because Vince needs to be out of the picture. He needs to stay retired. Whatever the hell he's doing, he needs to stay home and enjoy retirement. Oh my God, bro, but I feel like so many things is going to change next year that I absolutely am excited for it. Towards next year, especially the Royal Rumble. And I don't even know who's going to win the Royal Rumble next year. This probably could be CM Punk, LA Knight, Gunther. It could be anyone. I mean, who knows? It could potentially be CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble. So, honestly, we don't even know at this point. So, I'm definitely going to be tuning more into the show now. Since CM Punk is back. That is like the most craziest thing that I will say. Oh my God, man. So that is it for my Survivor Series War Games. Oh my God, review. I'm definitely going to give this pay-per-view a 9 out of 10 pay-per-view show because of the ending of Randy Orton and CM Punk coming back. That's the only reasons why I'm giving this pay-per-view a 9 out of 10. But y'all let me know, what is your favorite match from Survivor Series War Games last night that y'all enjoyed? Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, and follow me on social medias down below. I'll be back with another video, y'all. Peace.
This is my type of flight. I've been grinding forever just for this very night. I've been pushing for many moments like this. This time is undervalued and no one ever could.